with me, Richard Clements. Today you join me on a 200km Audax ride that starts and finishes in Tewkesbury. The time is now 5:45 AM and I think the whole of the count is just driven by. Yeah, so basically I'm riding out from home, riding the event and then riding back, same as what I did a month ago with the Mr. Pickwick's autumnal outing. So I've just ridden a couple of miles from home. I'm just out here on the A38 and I'm just about to head north to Tewkesbury, so I've got about 18 miles. Got about an hour and 3/4 to do that in, so we should be fine for time. And yes, I will speak to you in a bit, probably in Tewkesbury. 3 miles further on now, it's more like three or four, and I've just realised what I didn't tell you where my route takes me today in my intro. So the calendar event starts and finishes in Tewkesbury. It's almost an out and back course, a slight variation on the way back, and basically we're going to Talybont on Usk near Brecon and then coming back. So yeah, the route takes us from Tewkesbury out to New into the lanes, then down to Simmons Yacht east, down the path, down the side of the River Wye to Monmouth. We got our first control in Monmouth, hit the Wetherspoons, and then from Monmouth to Abergavenny, and then on to Talybont on Usk. And as you can imagine, it's near the River Usk. The highlight today is the Brecon and Monmouthshire Canal, which a few years ago was voted the most beautiful place to visit during autumn by Country File magazine. So and I don't think they're wrong either. It's absolutely spectacular once the trees start changing colour. Anyway, that's where I'm going today. I'll speak to you in a bit. Back to the Royal Hot Pole in Tewkesbury. This is where I spoke to you last month, and as you can see, it's a little bit lighter. The good thing about the clocks changing last weekend is you know, you get a few weekends where it's lighter earlier in the day, you know, so yeah, by the time we leave here it'll be broad daylight, so that'll be good. There's the River Severn, pretty tame this morning. Anyway, because I'm so bleeding early, I got a bit of a wait now until the Wetherspoons opens. But yeah, I think I'll go and walk up there and wait to get in. just passed through the town of Newent, and just on the lane now to Clifford's Mead, and just coming up now, the famous falconry centre. It's just around the corner here. I call it the falconry centre. It's actually the International Centre for Birds and Prey. I've never been in there. I think that's on the to-do list at some point. Just about to cross over the River Wye again on this, I quite like this bridge. It's quite high, but it's not flooding me, so if you know what I mean. So basically, no, I was just about to... I'm now at Cymreag, and I'm on the east bank of the River Wye, and this village here is Cymreag West, and as you can see the village is basically attached to the side of a very steep hillside. Morning. And so on the way back, this here we go, the path alongside the Wye. Haven't been along here for a while, and actually before I go past it, you can see where they practice the kayaking on sort of rapids there, and oh, this surface, this is quite bumpy. I was hoping there was going to be a bit more leaf drop than this. Never mind. So you join me at what is known as Biblion's Bridge. So it's this suspension bridge over the River Wye. You can see this chap running across. Morning. Anyway, this is a replacement bridge. The river a number of years ago was so high that the bridge was actually washed away. And there was a sign that was attached to the bridge, and it was washed downstream, down in this direction, and they found it in Portishead, which is just north of Clevedon. So I don't know what that is in distance, but it's quite a long way. So this river goes out to Chepstow, under the sort of Severn Bridge, or part of the Severn Bridge, if you know what I mean, and then out into the Bristol Channel. And that must be 20 miles on its own, and then yeah, you're probably talking 40 miles away as the crow flies. And yeah, so the bridge was destroyed, and the sign was found 40 miles away in Portishead. Anyway, some more. That is the end of the Cymreag to Monmouth off-road path alongside the River Wye on the outbound version. So basically when we come back we'll have to go back up there but opposite direction, and if you're running a bit late it could be in the dark, so we shall see. Anyway, in about a mile and a half, 2 miles from the first control now. Hopefully the racer types have left for some food. So obviously I got the additional 20 miles in my legs riding from home, so I'm feeling a bit hungry now. So I might pick up a breakfast. A bit of a palaver on that first control. The place was absolutely heaving with bike riders and the general public. And there was a rather stressed general manager, I think he was, and he basically said we don't take any more food orders and for now, because we're basically overwhelmed. And wow, so the first time ever no food at a Wetherspoons. I was going to have a fry up and everything, but no. So I've just come to the edge of town and just picked up a sandwich and some drink from the petrol station. As I found this bench on a rather busy road, but well, you know, making the best of a bad situation. At least it's dry for the minute. Well, I'm a few miles out of Monmouth now on the back road to Brecon. The amount of traffic on this little road coming out of Monmouth, it's absolutely crackers. I think the Christmas shopping has started early this year, because I think they were all going to the retail parks in Newport and Cardiff, and there's a sort of a junction back there where you can join the dual carriageway, and once you got past that, well, as you can see, it's kind of more what you would expect on a road of this, you know, not really going anywhere. Oh yes, so it's a bit of a headwind. I'm getting caught by riders that had actually in fact ordered food at the Wetherspoons in Monmouth, and obviously they had a very long wait for it. So they've obviously wolfed it down. They're now going like it's a time trial. Sod that. Well, I've just gone through Govilon, and around the outskirts of Abergavenny. So the road to my left is the Heads of the Valleys road. So I'm just about to start heading up the Usk Valley, past Crickhowell and up to Talybont. I reckon I'm about 12 miles now from the turn point, which we're glad of, because it's been a bit of a headwind really all the way. Yes, and I've now come into one of these little showers. It's that sort of real fine rain, if you know what I mean. Anyway, onwards. Oh, you join me now on the Brecon and Monmouthshire Canal. There's a bridge over the top of that, and yeah, this is the kind of view. It's a little bit disappointing this year. There's still quite a lot of green leaves. but it really is spectacular. You know, you catch it on the right day. I'm just going to come down here and take a photo of the bridge from the bottom. Anyway, I'm about 5 miles from Talybont now, so it's not too bad. And then we'll have a bit of a tailwind, but that's the view. It's a shame about the car is parked up there, but there you go. Now in Talybont, a bit of a queue. As you'd expect. Better get in it. Oh, that's Talybont ticked off. Bit of a queue to get in, but once sort of you've ordered, it was quite quick. So I inhaled ham, egg and chips and a cup of coffee. That really did it, the spot. So now is the return journey, and the wind's in the right direction, if you know what I mean. Yes, bit of a slog on the way out. Oh yeah. So anyway, let's crack on. Bit of a situation update. Came down the valley, down to Crickhole, crossed the River Usk on the ancient bridge there, and then joined the A40 to Abergavenny. So I've just gone through Abergavenny and I'm just climbing up out of it now on the back road to Monmouth. When I say back road, I mean the hilly way. So there's a series of downy uppies the next sort of 10 miles. And after that it's just a few drags and we're job done really. The wind is definitely in my favour now. Bit of a tailwind. I'm glad of that. And don't know if you can see the rain in the distance there, but luckily that's behind us. So yeah, I'll catch up with you again in Monmouth probably. There we are, back in Monmouth. Let's have a look at the stats. Just under 100 miles done, like 96. So not too bad to go now. 30 odd miles. And there's the bridge. Plenty of timber under there. So now on the little road just before we rejoin the track that takes us back along the banks of the River Wye all the way back to Cymreag East and the Saracen's Head pub, the final control of the day. There's only 3. So Cymreag East, Saracen's Head Pub, the final control. Done and dusted. I've just come up here, Goodrich, just a few miles up the road. I thought I'd just better provide a bit of an update. Yeah, so it's about 40k to go, and yeah, feeling pretty good now. So fortunately, there's a good tailwind. I suspect there's a closed road on the route, so I might do a slightly different route to what's prescribed, just to avoid it really, because I've done it before and it is proper closed. So you know, proper, last time I went down there was proper deep trenches and stuff, so yeah, I don't think it's particularly safe doing that. So anyway, I'll speak to you in a bit. Oh, that's another one kicked off, and oh, that's one way of celebrating the end of an Audax, isn't it? Anyway, I'll speak to you a bit later. I've obviously got to ride home now, so I'll get somewhere that's a bit easier to talk. I've stopped in Coombe Hill petrol station, a couple of chocolate bars and a Coke, get home. And I'm not sure what's kicked off here prior to my arrival, but I'm in there paying for the stuff. And 2 police officers walked in, and I'm not sure if it was like a domestic abuse type thing or what. But, yeah. Anyway, poor lady. So I suppose I've got about 15 miles, 16 miles to go. The wind is, although it is in my face in places, but it's mostly coming from the 2 o'clock sort of position. So it's not too bad. You know, we'll just plod away at it and eventually I'll get home. That's basically it. Half a mile from home now, so should be home in the next 5 minutes. So 171 miles. Roughly the same as last month, to be honest. So the reason why I've done these riding from homes, I'm just trying to keep my endurance up over the winter period if I can, and you know, if the weather turns nasty, I'll just drive to the start of the Tubes freeways instead of riding. You know, I'm not about it, I suppose. Yeah, so I've really enjoyed today. I always quite like that route. It's fairly benign, you know, it's not a city, is it? So it's kind of perfect for this time of year, you know, because you don't know what the weather's doing. It could be like today, windy and a bit mild, or it could be sort of -2, you know. So yeah, so thanks to Mark for putting that on. Another one ticked off, my first the new Audax UK calendar year. So that's 2 points in the bag. Oh, police car. Anyway, at least I haven't got drunk people this time. They were actually alright, they were just really loud. And you just don't know what people are going to do when they're drunk. They're a bit unpredictable, if you know what I mean. Hello. I think he thought I was talking to myself. Well, I am, I suppose. Yeah, so that's 9,000 feet of climbing today, 171 miles. It'll be 172, probably 173 by the time I get home. Next weekend I'll have to plan a DIY. Don't know what I'm going to do yet or where I'm going to go. Following weekend I've got the Moonrakers and Sunseekers, or Sunseekers and Moonrakers, whatever it's called, on the Friday evening, overnight. 300 down to the south coast, down to Poole, and the Sea Cadets. Venue, hut, whatever you want to call that. So that'll be good. And then after that I'll play it by ear, really. I don't really plan on doing as many calendar events as I used to do. I kind of like the freedom of the DIYs, you know, starting and finishing at home, you know, going where I want. I can kind of base where I go based on the weather forecast and, you know, what I feel like. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video there. If you've made it this far, thank you very much, you deserve a medal. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much.